Hi Tim.
Hi Torie, how are you?
Very good, thank you. How are you? I'm just finishing off, just putting all the details on. 2 secs.
Okay.
Um, go live. Perfect. So yes, sorry. How is one? How are you doing?
I'm doing well, very well.
Good. Where are you at the moment?
Actually, I'm at home, like most of the population worldwide.
Just to introduce you to everybody, could you tell people about yourself, exactly where you are, and what you do?
Okay, yeah. So my name is Tim Buckinx. I'm the founder and CEO of a Belgian health tech company, which is called epihunter. And before founding the company in 2017, I worked for more than a decade for Bose, the headsets speaker manufacturer, where I did global digital programs. And but I'm also the father of a son with epilepsy, with ring 20 epilepsy. And
I
when
just say it's interesting you say Ring 20 because we have a call later today at 1:30 GMT about Ring 20. So
okay, cool.
yeah, you might want to tune into that as well. But sorry, carry on.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah. And when my son was 10 years old, we had, during one of the bedtime conversations we would regularly have, um, the biggest issue, biggest challenge for his epilepsy in his life was that people were always angry at him. And on March 15, 2015, he asked me, Papa, you work in digital. Can't you create a light that turns on when my brain switches off? Because then people would see his seizures and therefore they wouldn't be angry at him anymore. When he, for instance, wouldn't fill out anything on his test at school or ask a question again of something that was explained just before. And that was for me some kind of, yeah, really an epiphany moment in my life. So I quit my job and I thought from a technical perspective, this should be possible. Um, and speaking with neurologists, with experts, also for them, there would be a lot of value of bringing objective data into the consultation. And also what we do is we try to create solutions that more or less help to normalize daily life for people with a neurological condition.
So how does it work then? Because I know, well, just so everyone knows, we're soon going to be selling this on Epilepsy
Yes,
Spark,
definitely.
coincidentally,
Very
because it's
excited.
so cool.
Yeah,
Oh, and releasing your blog next week too.
yes,
But what does this, what does epihunter actually do? What does it
yeah,
look like?
yeah. So actually, I don't have a headset here around me, with me, but
That's
all
okay,
pictures on our
right?
website. Yeah, it's a very thin headband, and it uses EEG technology. So the same technology that is used in hospitals, but instead of having like 21 sensors on your brain, it's only two sensors, and it's dry sensors.
Yeah.
So you put on a small headband. You can put it in a sports cap as well, and it sends all your brain waves to a smartphone. And on the smartphone, we created an app which runs a machine learning algorithm
Yeah.
that will search for the spikes and waves of an absence seizure. And whenever there's such a seizure, it will turn on the smartphone light.
Like
And therefore,
automatically. So like if you're around people, they won't think, oh, she's being a bit more weird than normal. What's going on? They'll see the light and realize that actually you're possibly having a seizure, and
yeah,
therefore they won't judge you unfairly. Is that right?
yes, it's like saying, sorry, give me a few seconds. Okay, I'm back. It's just like that. And that's the signal. Also, what we do obviously is capturing that data. And what we can also do with the smartphone upright in front of you, for instance, when you're watching TV or something, you can automatically video record the seizures as well, fully
Mm.
automatically. So that helps to bring all that data and those videos to the neurologist as well when you have your next appointment.
And this is so cool as well because I think most of the time, and understandably so, but most of the time we kind of think of seizures as only tonic-clonic, where people shake. But so many of us do have absent seizures, which are still generalized seizures, but they are there and they are significant. And they can still be really tiring, right? And we don't want people, adult or children, to have to be in situations where people think they're just not paying attention, or they're being rude or whatever when they're actually having a seizure. So it's good from a social and professional perspective, as well as very useful for the neurologist or epileptologist, because they can more effectively, I suppose, not judge, but know what's going on in your head, and therefore hopefully more effectively treat it.
That's correct. That's correct indeed. And also with those absence seizures, they are very frequent, and there's very little understanding for them because you don't see it, and it doesn't hurt anyone's eyes to, oh, it doesn't look that bad, and therefore there's very little understanding as well.
Yeah, exactly. I remember having them when I was little. Well, actually, no, I don't. I remember knowing that I was having them. I don't remember actually having them because it was an absence. And my parents didn't notice I was having them for years. And this is really common with children, well, and adults. And I know somebody else who might be listening. He said that he was having them for 19 years before he was diagnosed, which is like ridiculous. So this is fantastic. And so, just to summarize everything and so let people know where they need to go should they want to know more. Go to epilepsysparks, obviously.com, where we will have you live, well, not live, make the page live for epihunter next week, and we're going to have a better, sort of more detailed story of what you've gone through with your son and how you're making such a big difference to people, quite literally. I mean, sounds like gross, like I'm going to bomb, but it's like literally true, bettering people's lives. And because it's not just the people with epilepsy that, you know, that are negatively affected, it's their friends and family, you know, and we need to just, I guess, empower people all around a bit. And I think that's what epihunter can do. Correct?
Indeed, indeed, especially in these days where we're all together at home. Good moments to enjoy those times as well.
Yeah, and it's actually opportunity, I think, for us at the moment to be reading and stuff and listening to conversations between us, obviously. But yeah. All right, perfect. Well, thank you so much. If anybody wants to send you a direct email, or should they contact you on LinkedIn, perhaps?
Yeah, you can contact me on LinkedIn or go to our website as well, and you can do a live chat with me